Right, let's just get straight into it. Have you ever scrolled through those absolutely stunning photos of cherry blossoms in Tokyo, or maybe the crazy neon streets of Osaka, and thought to yourself, man, I would love to go there, but getting a tourist visa is probably a massive headache, not to mention way too expensive? Well, if that's you, prepare to have that myth completely shattered today. In this explainer, we are going to walk through the exact, highly accessible process for Indian passport holders to secure a Japan tourist visa. It's actually far easier and, frankly, a lot cheaper than you probably think. So here is our quick roadmap for today. 1. Cost and reality. 2. Mandatory documents. And 3. A step-by-step form walkthrough. All right, Section 1, Cost and reality. Breaking the biggest myth about the Japan visa. Okay, get this. The absolute biggest myth out there is that traveling to Japan requires this wildly expensive visa process up front. But seriously, look at that final total. The entire process costs just 1,250 Indian rupees. That breaks down into a remarkably low 500 rupee official Japan visa fee, which by the way is often refundable, plus a non-negotiable 750 rupee VFS global service charge. I mean, 1,250 rupees? That is literally an absolute steal for international travel. Moving right along to Section 2, Mandatory Documents. What you need to prepare before applying. Now, I know paperwork can feel super overwhelming, but the documentation for Japan is actually incredibly basic. You just need the usual suspects. Your passport, make sure it's valid for 6 months and has 2 blank pages, standard photos, a cover letter, a basic itinerary, and some travel insurance. But here is the absolute best tip. For your flights and hotels, dummy or unconfirmed reservations are perfectly acceptable. There is no way you need to risk your hard-earned money booking fully paid, non-refundable flights before your visa is even approved. Now, listen up because this next part is absolutely crucial. The Japanese embassy is quite lenient on a lot of things, but they are incredibly strict about your financial stability. You absolutely must show a bank statement proving you've maintained a balance of at least 3 lakh rupees for the past 6 months. If you don't have this, your visa is just going to be refused. Save yourself the time and the headache, and make sure this requirement is met first. It's a total deal breaker. And this brilliantly illustrates what else you'll need financially, depending on how you make a living. If you're a salaried employee working a 9 to 5, you've got to provide a Form 16, a No Objection Certificate or NOC from your boss, and 3 months of salary slips. On the flip side, if you're a business owner running your own show, you simply swap those out for a business registration like an Udyam, MSME, or a GST certificate. But notice the baseline for both of these: 2 years of income tax returns. That is strictly mandatory, no matter what your employment type is. All right, we made it to Section 3, Step-by-Step Form Walkthrough, filling out the official application correctly. This is really the core of our explainer today. First things first, just pull up your web browser and search for Japan Visa Apply to find the official VFS global page. Click on the Apply Visa option, tell them your location, select Tourism as your visa type, and just hit Download Visa Application Form. Boom, now you've got the official document. Let's actually walk through filling it out together. The first section is just your basic personal info. You'll pop in your last name, first name, date of birth, gender, marital status, and nationality, which you can just select or write out as India. Oh, and if you don't have a last name, don't panic. Just leave it blank and put your first name. The golden rule here, and I can't stress this enough, is to make absolutely sure your place of birth and your name spellings match your passport exactly. Right after your basic details, you're going to see a field labeled ID issued by government. This one actually trips a lot of people up, but for Indian citizens, this is exactly where your Aadhaar card number needs to go. Just type it in nice and carefully. Next up is the passport details section. For the vast majority of us, the passport type is just going to be ordinary. You'll put in your passport number, date of issue, and date of expiry. Now pay super close attention to place of issue. If your passport says Delhi, you write Delhi. If it says New Delhi, you write New Delhi. Seriously, do not improvise here. For the issuing authority, just look at the front page of your passport. It usually says Ministry of External Affairs, which you can totally just abbreviate as MOEA. Moving down the form, you'll spot a line for Certificate of Eligibility Number. You can completely ignore this and leave it blank. Your purpose of visit is simply tourism, and your length of stay should match your itinerary, say 7 days. For your date of arrival, port of entry, like Haneda Airport in Tokyo, the airline, and your hotel name and address, literally just copy the details directly from those dummy flight tickets and hotel bookings we talked about earlier. All right, next, if you haven't been to Japan before, just write NA for previous stay.
Then fill in your current address exactly as it appears on your passport, followed by your mobile number. And guys, please double and triple check that your email address is valid and typed correctly. This is absolutely critical because the embassy might use this exact email to follow up with you or request extra documents. You definitely don't want to miss that message.
Down in the current profession or occupation section, your answers need to line up perfectly with the financial documents we discussed earlier. Be super precise. Salaried employees, you'll write down your company's name, telephone number, address, and your specific job title. Business owners, you simply enter your own business name, telephone number, and address. We are in the home stretch. There's a section for an inviter or guarantor in Japan. Since you're just going as a regular tourist, write NA right there. Then you'll face a few legal questions about your crime history. Assuming you have none, just happily tick no for all of them. Finally, add today's date, as in the actual date you are filling out the application, and physically sign it. You'll just print this whole thing out and attach it to the top of your document stack. And that is literally the whole shebang. By organizing your basic documents, ensuring that 3Lock bank balance is in check, and following this super simple form walkthrough, you are completely ready. I mean, with a process this straightforward and a total fee of just 1,250 rupees, the only real question left is, when are you booking your trip to Japan? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy travels!